welcome to hello and welcome to another one of these ADD videos. Today we're going to be looking at the different types of processes you can encounter when multiplying algebraic expressions. So first thing you might need to do is to distribute something. In distribution, what you do is you take first term and you multiply it times every term inside the parentheses. So we would get AB here plus AC. If there's three terms, there's no difference. It would be AB plus AC plus AD. You just take that first term times each one. Okay. Again, there will be an example video for all this, so make sure you check that out. Then foiling. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last. And if you take the first two, multiply them together, then you take the outer two, multiply them together, and then take the inner two and multiply them together, and then take the last two, multiply those together, you have FOILed. Now, usually, if there are x's and y's, whatever variables you're dealing with, some of these will be like terms, and you won't get four expressions. You'll get 3 or 2, depending on what type of foiling you're doing, if it's a difference of 2 squares or what. So here, some people prefer the square method. If you're using the square method, you just put 2 of them up here, and then the other 2 down here, and then you just multiply. So A times C, B times C, and A times D, and B times D. And then you put plus signs in between them, and you'll get this answer right there. Okay? So if it's squared, what you can do, there's a little trick, is you take the square of the first term plus twice the product of these two plus the square of the last term. Okay? So square it, and twice the product. And this is called a perfect trinomial square. And the reason it's called that is because it can factor back into something that looks like this here, something squared. It has that relationship between the roots of this is always going to be twice the product. Now, if it's anything greater than 2, I recommend you use Pascal's triangle. I'll go through an example of how to use Pascal's triangle in its own video, but basically this is how you set it up. You make a little triangle of 1s, and then you add these 2 to get the middle term, and then you put a 1. Then you just repeat that process. And what you're doing is you're finding the coefficients for the different terms that you'd be multiplying out. 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 plus 1 is 4, and 1. So this would be the coefficient if it's to the 0, if it's to the 1, here if it's 2 squared. And we just did that one, right? A plus B cubed. You get the idea, so forth and so on. And basically, for A plus B squared, we just did, what we do is we'd write down the coefficients, start out with the highest power of A here, work your way down until there are no more A's, then start with your highest power of B there, and work your way down until there are no more B's to the left. So this is actually an A here, 1A. Sorry if it looks like a B, I don't want to confuse you. And then you put your signs in because it was a plus b, and you're done. Or for this one, it would be 1, 3, 3, 1. Start with your a's. Oops, that's not an a. Let's just maybe erase that. Work your way down till there are no a's. Then start with your b's. Work in the opposite direction until there are no b's. Put a plus sign in between them. Okay, and then if it was something besides x and or a and b, let's say it was x minus 2. Well, everywhere you see an a, you'd plug in an x, and everywhere you'd see a b, you'd plug in a minus 2, and then you'd simplify. And it's a lot easier than taking a plus b, squaring it, and then multiplying another a plus b through. And there will be an example video for that as well. So these are the concepts of how to multiply out larger things or algebraic expressions, both simple in distribution and in multiplying. Oh, if you have something that looks like this, that's a plus sign. The way I handle these is I just take a times each one of those, and then b times each one of those, and then add up any like terms you might have. Okay? So just go through the concepts again if you need to. If not, check out the example videos. Most importantly, practice, practice, practice. And I hope I've cleared up any confusion you might have. And thank you, and have a nice day.